Snow keeps falling on these empty streets. Every step sounds louder when you walk alone. City lights are blurred by frozen breath, and every memory feels heavier tonight. I've been carrying words I never said in the pockets of a coat too thin for the cold. Every promise cracked like window glass. Still I move, still I breathe, still I hope.
The night asks questions I can't escape, but my heart keeps answering anyway.
Snow still falls, but we still stand. Hands shaking, but we understand. Even when the sky feels too wide, we don't disappear, we don't hide. Snow still falls, the world feels cold, but we are more than we've been told. In the quiet storm, we remain, still standing in the falling pain. Footprints fading behind my back, like yesterday, pretending it never existed. Every failure whispers my name, but I'm learning how not to listen.
I see a shadow beside my own, two silhouettes against the white unknown. No speeches, no perfect lines, just shared silence, keeping time.
You don't fix me,
you don't try,
you just stay,
and that's enough tonight.
hey.
Snow still falls, but we still stand. No map drawn, no final plan. When the cold cuts deep inside, we lean closer side by side. Snow still falls, the air is thin, but there's fire under frozen skin. In the quiet storm, we remain, still standing through the pain. Maybe strength is not being loud, maybe courage is breathing slow. Maybe hope is a simple thing, like knowing you're not alone. Let the night take what it wants, I'll keep what I can hold. Your voice this moment, a warmth the cold can't own. I remember nights I almost quit, staring at ceilings I couldn't forgive. But even then, something stayed, a pulse, a rhythm, a reason to live. Snow on my shoulders, weight of years, but my spine is stronger than my fears. If tomorrow asked who I was, I'll say I stayed, I stood, I was here. Snow still falls, but we still stand. Hearts exposed, no armor planned. Even when the night won't end, we don't break, we only bend. Snow still falls, but hear this truth. Survival sings in quiet proof. In the longest night, we remain, still standing in the falling pain. Snow still falls, snow still falls, still so do we fall, but so do we, so do we, so do we, but so do we, but so do we, but so do we fall. Cold streets echo with tired feet. Every corner hums a lowly tune. The city breathes in minor keys under pale impatient moons. I was walking with my head down low, counting cracks like unfinished dreams. Then I heard your voice cut through the night, soft as mercy, sharp as true. You said my name like it still mattered, like I hadn't disappeared. streets, warm voices calling me home. Through the dark, I'm not alone. Every word you give becomes a flame, keeping my heart away. Cold street, warm voices stay when the world feels far away. In the winter of my doubt, your sound pulls me out.
Every block tells a different story of people trying not to freeze. Some hide hope inside laughter, some carry it quietly.
You don't promise me tomorrow, you don't sell me perfect days.
You just say I'm here right now, and somehow that's enough to stay.
I've learned survival isn't loud, sometimes it's just being found. Cold streets, warm voices calling my name, turning silence into flame.
Every breath you give me says I'm still alive, I'm still okay.
Cold streets, warm voices rise like
smoke against the night sky. In the winter of my fear,
your sound keeps me here.
if I fall, you don't rush, you wait where I land. If I break, you don't run, you hold what you can.
Maybe love is not a cure, maybe healing's just a song, sung low enough to feel real, strong enough to carry on.
Snow starts sticking to the ground, like the night wants to remember. But I walk lighter than before, because your voice changed the weather.
I've been cold in crowded rooms, I've been lost in open space, but standing here on frozen streets, I finally feel my place. Not ahead, not behind, just right here in time. Cold streets, warm voices guide my feet, every echo makes me complete.
Even when the lights go dim, your sound pulls me back in.
Cold streets, warm voices stay long after the night fades gray. In the winter of my soul,
You remind me I'm whole. Cold street, cold street. Cold street.
voices.
I keep walking.
Snow drifts slowly between streetlights, like time forgetting how to move. Every breath feels measured now, every thought asks, what's the truth? I've been talking to myself again in reflections on frozen glass, trying to recognize the person I used to be before the past. Silence answers louder than words when the night is listening. Between snow and silence I stand, heart open, shaking hands, not broken, just unsure of what I'm still reaching for. Between snow and silence I stay, letting doubt slowly decay. If
walking like a different rhythm. Soft footsteps, steady pace. You don't rush my quiet chaos. You just share the same cold space. Your eyes don't ask for explanation. They don't demand I change. They just say I see you, and somehow nothing feels the two stories breathing in one frame. Neither wrong, neither ashamed.
Between snow and silence we breathe. No answers, just belief. That standing still can also mean we're closer to who we'll be. Between snow and silence we learn some fires don't need to burn. They just glow beneath the skin, waiting for the right moment to begin.
I thought strength meant being loud. I thought love meant knowing how. But maybe it's just staying here, letting someone see your fears.
Snow keeps falling, covering tracks, but not the truth we can't take back.
I don't need to be defined.
Tonight I just need time. Tonight I just need time. The city hums a distant chord, jazz notes in the frozen air. Your shadow overlaps with mine like the night says this is fair. I don't feel fixed, I don't feel safe, but I feel less alone. And that feels like the first step towards something I can call home. Between snow and silence we stand, not lost, just unplanned. Every doubt a quiet sign that we're still alive inside. Between snow and silence we stay until fear slowly fades. If this moment is all we know, then let it gently overflow. Snow falls, silence listens, and we remain.
The cold isn't gone, but it's changing. Like a song finding its key.
I feel something shifting inside, something finally letting me breathe. Ooh.
I've been carrying winters for years in places no one could see. But standing here beside you, they don't feel so heavy.
Maybe healing doesn't rush, it just arrives.
This is when the cold starts to break, not shatter, not escape, just a crack of morning light in the longest night. This is when the cold starts to bend, when doubt stops pretending it's the end. I don't need to run away, I can stay.
Your voice doesn't chase the pain, it lets it finish speaking. Every scar becomes a story, not a weakness, just meaning. I feel rhythm in my heartbeat, baseline under frozen skin like the city, and my spirit finally sinking within. Oh,
I don't need a perfect sign, this feeling's enough tonight. It's when the cold starts to break, every fear loosens its grip. I don't have to be fearless,
I just have to exist.
this is when the cold starts to fall, like snow melting off the wall. I'm not healed, but I'm awake, and that's enough.
Today you say
you don't have to prove your worth.
I say I forgot I always had it.
Together we don't need to outrun the night. We can walk it step by step. The sky shifts from deep blue to gray.
Morning waiting behind the scene.
I don't know what tomorrow brings, but I know who I've been.
Snow still lines the broken roads, but my feet feel warmer now. Every breath feels like a promise I don't need to say out loud. Is when the cold starts to break, when surviving turns into faith. I don't need the night to end to feel like I've begun again. This is when the cold starts to fade, leaving space for brighter days. I'm still here, still awake, and the cold no longer owns my name. But breaking, that's enough.
And that's enough.
The snow doesn't scare me anymore. It used to feel like judgment. Every flake a quiet reminder of everything I wasn't yet. But standing here, chest rising slow, I feel warmth under my skin. Like the city finally whispered, you were never meant to freeze within. I don't need permission to feel alive. I don't need proof to survive. The snow turns into bread tonight. Cold becomes something light. Every weight I used to hold falls softly letting go. The snow turns into bread, I swear. I feel it in the air. I'm not escaping who I was. I'm forgiving what I couldn't touch. Your laughter breaks the silent rules of how strong I thought I had to be. You don't hide your tired eyes, you just let them honestly see. I realized in that small moment, strength was never stone. It was bending, breathing, choosing not to face the dark alone. Maybe freedom isn't running fast, it's staying when the fear has passed. The snow turns into breath tonight. Every scar exhales its fight. I don't carry winter deep, it drifts away when I speak. Oh, the snow turns into breath, it's true. As I stand here next to you, every version of my pain feels lighter when I say its name. Oh, I don't need to rewrite my past or paint my wounds in gold. I just need to stop pretending that healing means being cold. Snow melts where the heart stays warm, not where the walls are tall. And I finally understand now, I was never weak at all. The city hums a deeper groove, baseline under morning frost. Every step feels intentional, not chasing, not lost. I'm learning how to carry hope without gripping it too tight. Letting it move, letting it breathe like rhythm through the night. The snow turns into breath tonight. Every doubt loosens its bite. I don't fear the quiet now, it doesn't ask me how. The snow turns into breath, I feel this moment finally real. I'm not waiting to be saved, I'm already on my way. Oh, snow falls, I breathe, there is freedom. Snow falls, I breathe, there is freedom. Snow falls, I breathe, and there is freedom. Snow falls, I breathe. We survived the night, not by force, but by staying. The sky is lighter than it was before, soft pink bleeding into blue. Every window reflects a future I'm not afraid to walk into. The streets still hold our footprints from doubts we used to carry, but they don't pull us backward now. They just prove we were here already. This isn't an ending, it's a beginning that learned patience. Morning belongs to us today. Not perfect, not erased, but honest in a brand new way. Morning belongs to us. I know we earned this gentle glow, not by winning every fight, but by staying through the night.
Your hand feels warm without asking. No promises spoken aloud. We don't need to name forever, we just share this now.
The past doesn't knock so loudly when you stop locking the door. It sits quietly in the corner and doesn't run the floor. I don't need to outrun who I was, I can walk beside it. The morning belongs to us today. Every fear laid down to rest. I don't need to be someone new to be someone my heart respects. Morning belongs to us, it's true. With nothing left to prove, we didn't conquer the night, we let it pass through. You say we don't have to rush the light, I say it was coming all the time. Together, if we keep our hearts this open, every dawn will feel like home. Coffee steam, quiet streets, life returning slowly. Every sound feels intentional, nothing here is lonely. I don't know what waits ahead, but I trust my steps now. The future doesn't feel like pressure, it feels like space somehow. Morning belongs to us today. Every shadow fades its claim. I don't need the world to change to feel different in my name. Morning belongs to us, we rise clear-eyed, open, alive. We didn't lose ourselves in the dark, we learn where our light starts. Snow is gone, breath remains, and so